I think in terms of professional development, these last 6 months have been probably the most enriching of my career. Um, and this is especially due to blogging and the use of Twitter. The power of Web 2.0 is truly amazing. Here's an example. I wrote a post to my blog. I made a link to it on Twitter, and within 5 minutes I had a dozen hits. In writing, we're constantly looking to teach our students about real audience and real-world applications. This is real audience at its best. Being able to write about and to reflect upon the things that you're doing in classroom is a really important part of your learning process. But you know, with blogging, being able to have people comment on the things that you're doing and being able to read other people's blogs and comment on theirs, it really opens up your world of possibilities and your world of ideas. Twitter has worked the same way. You know, finding the right group of teachers and educators to follow has made all the difference, and constantly I'm getting new ideas and just new information that I wouldn't have gotten if I hadn't followed these people and signed on and used this device. Technology has changed my classroom in ways that I hadn't imagined a few years ago. One way is that it's really opened up the classroom walls and allowed students to participate in school beyond the regular school day and beyond the regular school hours. One example is through online discussions. I had a student who was absent, and he was able to participate in a classroom discussion that we were having online just simply by signing in at home. The students didn't notice that he wasn't even in class. He was able to participate fully, just like any of the other students were.
I co-teach a documentary film elective with Nora Conley, the library media specialist at Parker. This is the second semester the course has been offered. The course is divided into 3 sections: Computer Basics, which is an overview of MS Office; Website Evaluation, which uses tools such as Google, Docs, and Delicious to conduct research; and a final project. The final project is a film created by the students on a topic they have researched. This elective was inspired by Dr. Tim Tyson, the keynote speaker at one of the district's share days. The first computer elective class I taught at Parker was more along the lines of a computer basics course. We went over the hardware of the computer, the infrastructure of the technology at Parker, and the Microsoft Office suite. We went through the standard programs such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Publisher, enhancing their skills as we went along and creating projects to challenge them. But the following year, the students were that much further along in their technology knowledge, and the curriculum had to keep up with their skills. So the elective has morphed into a documentary film class using a variety of digital tools. They combine their research skills with tools such as the digital camera, flip video, and mini recorder to create an educational film to be viewed by a larger audience. The students are very comfortable with all of the technology and catch on quickly. I think this class will only get better as time goes on. We learned a lot from the first semester and have revamped the process a bit. As of now, we do not have a Parker Film Festival in place, but who knows, someday we might.
Looking back to before I took this course, I now realize that I was usually on the receiving end of blogs and podcasts and other Web 2.0 applications. I used social sites like Delicious and Google Docs for personal use a lot, but never it occurred to me to use them with students. Since the course has forced me to blog every week and create all forms of media like podcasts and wikis, I have become a participant in the use and creation of Web 2.0 applications. And through that developed participation, I joined Twitter. And with the encouragement that I received from friends on Twitter, I now use Google Docs and the social bookmarking site Delicious regularly with students. To me, the influence of my new online professional learning network on how I view my job and interact with my students and my work environment is truly remarkable. When I realized that I could be using Google Docs with students, the idea of seamless sharing and collaborating finally became a reality. I have been using Google Docs probably since September regularly, and always thought, there's something here, there's something I could do with this that would make these internet-based, online-based, computer-based projects that I do with kids work better. And so now my students are able to enter the library, they log onto the computer and log into their Google Doc account and create scripts and presentations really easily. What I find is most powerful is that no one has an excuse not to participate. Many times in the past I would be having students work on one computer altogether, and so many times someone was always in the fringe and not really participating as much as he or she needed to or wanted to. But now, every student wants to participate. Every student can participate. They have full control over their inbox, their document inbox and what happens here, and they have equal access to every document that's being worked on in the group at the same time as everybody else. After a few bumps along the way, signing up accounts, getting through the word that no one can ever understand and type in and keep typing in, we finally get in to the accounts and start mastering the art of sharing documents. When I share a master document with students for the first time, they go through the learning curve of realizing that turning the document on their screen pink also changes the documents of everyone else in the class. But they soon figure out that it's pretty easy to make new documents, save new copies so that they have their own original document, so that the master document turns into Nicole's search engine worksheet pretty easily, and sharing documents among group members. This is the really valuable part because Nicole, Claudia, and Tim can all be working on the same document at the same time. It shows down here who's working, their initials, and they're able to say, Tim, work on this part. Claudia, why don't you work on this part? And Nicole works on her section, and it all happens right here on one document. So at the end, we're saving paper, we're saving repetition, and we are promoting collaborative projects. The same process applies when using social bookmarking with students as well. Collaborative internet research is so easy when they're able to share internet sites with each other instantly. They're able to move from computer to computer and not worry about losing or having to remember their bookmarks. They can work at home on a project, tag their links in Delicious, and then arrive at school the next day to show their group immediately what they found the night before. Here is my Delicious page. My students are listed on the side as part of my network because I like to track their internet research process and see what they're sharing with their teammates. Searching Delicious for websites that other people have tagged to a particular subject provides an extra bonus. The website has already gone through a preliminary website evaluation process. Everybody benefits. I guess that's what I've discovered most this semester from participating in Web 2.0 applications like Google and blogging and Twitter and Delicious and wikis. Everybody benefits. Activity on the computer, I feel like, is no longer as isolated or as labored as it used to be. People are sharing. They're sharing expertise, experience, inspiration, innovation, creativity, resources. They're sharing their ideas, their passions. And they're so willing to talk about what they don't know, what they do know, and what they're learning. This new day opens up possibilities, I think, for sharing across the country and around the world without much thought about the time blocks and physical boundaries that we often think of. The power of these new ideas is striking. I've seen it in myself and I've seen it in my colleagues as they're running up to me with a new lesson they just found on Twitter that they're going to use that afternoon. A renewal in creativity and thinking outside the box is definitely here, and there's no limit to the possibilities.